What is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny gameplay video. Hey, in this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys a 1v3 trials match that I had today, and it was my very first match of the day. I hadn't done any warm-up. I just thought I'd try and squeeze one in before my kid woke up from his nap, so I just kind of jumped in cold turkey, and this was the result. So I know the comment section you're going to be like, well, these guys were bad. Okay, whatever. Well, you're using Stormcaller with Thunderstrike. Okay, yes. All of these things may be true, but I just thought I would share the gameplay because I thought the gameplay was fun. So this is not supposed to be a look at how good I am, right? This isn't a, I mean, this is the first game of the card. It wasn't like, you know, I was on a 5-win card or anything like that, but I think the most I've ever won on a 1v3 card was three matches, but that was in year 2, not year 1. I know in year 1 it was a little bit easier. People could get further in 1v3s, but since they revamped, it always just came down to the luck of the draw with the matchmaking. So in year 2 it's a little bit different. The higher in the card you get, the more scaled your competition is to your skill level, depending on where they are in their card. So yes, this is the first game of the card, so my matchmaking was a little bit more generous. You just kind of take the roll of the dice, and you get another team that is low on the card as well. So anyways, the gameplay I thought was kind of fun. It just kind of does showcase a little bit of how you play cat and mouse, and maybe prioritize and pick your engagements. So the very first round, I've got Claws of Ahamkara and 2 melee charges, so I definitely got aggressive. I pushed into top mid. Round 2 here, I'm hanging back a little bit, trying to recharge those things and get a couple of picks with my sniper, because I'm using no land and a shotgun in conjunction, so I have pretty much no really good mid-range versatility here. So at this point they get 3 up again. I'm just going to call it a, you know, say it's rip, and bug out of the engagement entirely. I'm not stopping for green because I know that they've got a sniper on the other team. I don't want to just hang out by the ammo crate in mid. So instead I'm just going to reset the engagement. Here I am again in the back. And at this point I jump up here to challenge. The Voidwalker throws a grape. I know it's tracking me because it saw the flash. And I thought maybe he would double peek. I wait, and when he doesn't, as soon as I'm tagged, I bail. Now I'm baiting. I'm baiting him back into this tight bottleneck. When he pursues, I can floof up over his head and get the melee. And you may say, well, only idiots fall for that. That's not true. I mean, if you've seen any of my sweat footage from this week, which they're right there, I thought that was a headshot. I was like perfectly head level, but I'm sure if I play it frame by frame, it was a little bit off. But anyways, even the best players in the world use that tactic, kind of baiting and floofing over the door or jumping over doorways with shotguns and baiting a chase. And it works. It does work. It's a great strategy. So works on the best, works on the worst. Now real quick, I do have to say thank you to TJ Reigns and Derp Guy for being the people who got the boring job. They volunteered to burn their trials cards just to help me queue up the search and then back out. So thanks to those two guys. I know it's a really boring job to do, but I really appreciate it nonetheless. So here I am. I'm 2 rounds up. I have a super. I actually say, because this whole time I'm talking to the other 2 guys who are burning their cards, and I'm kind of walking them through the match and keeping them posted. And I said, I'm going to sit on my super, try to win round 3 without it, so that I can go into heavy round with a super. But I end up changing my mind when this guy pushes up on me, and I know that I had one on my flank in waterfall, and I didn't want to take too long with this engagement in mid and then get pinched between the 2. So I deem it worthy. I go ahead and pop that super and get 2 guys, and then push the last dude in that tight corridor with my shotgun. So now I'm up 3-0, and I'm coming into heavy round. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push one of the 2 heavies. In retrospect, I kind of wish that I would have gone mid first and then read the radar to see who was going where, and then challenged the one that was alone. But what happens is they send 2 to waterfall. I miss my snipe. I push up on the heavy box as fast as I possibly can. I get 1 win. I know the second guy is still primed from my body shot with no land beyond, And I'm just going to get this box as quickly as I can and back off of it, because this guy may have rockets as far as I know at this point. So I'm going to step up, hold the block, and see what he's got. And from that little engagement there, I find out that he's got an HMG, which is better for me in 1v3s. That's much better when they're using HMGs. So he's using a machine gun, and at this point I decide I don't want to go heavy to heavy. I don't want to go sword to HMG. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the no land, and I'm going to challenge with a sniper and just bank on getting the headshot before he staggers me too much with the HMG. So it works swimmingly. I bait him into the hallway, and I get the headshot. So now I'm up 4-0. And here is the part that I think is a little bit important. Just a small point here. I know a lot of guys will they'll kind of take a couple of picks in this scenario and then wait, let them get revives, and try to farm them. Maybe get a we ran out of medals intentionally like that. But for me, I feel like that's just adding insult to injury to these guys, and I don't want to be that guy. So I'm still just gonna push as if it were round 1. I could just get a couple of picks and then play a little bit passive and try and even let them take the capture point and get around on me if it means keeping a kill streak alive. But I don't want to do that. I think that's just being a jerk at that point. Let these guys, they were kind enough to stick this match out in a 3v1, so even though they're losing, so I don't want to add insult to injury. Well, thank you so much, guys, for watching the gameplay. Maybe you learned a thing or two about baiting and playing cat and mouse, and hopefully you can do better in some of your 1v3 engagements where you're last man standing, having watched some of this gameplay. So thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the Crucible.